So long as the barrier exists between mind and the body, two beings can never become one, even if they are twins.
Twins?
It almost feels cliché, so I'm embarrassed to admit it. But to put it simply, Mukuro and I are twins. Mukuro Ikusaba, the archetypal athletic older sister, and me, the archetypal adorable genius little sister.
Junko Enoshima up in here! The super duper high school despair crew called the two of us the Despair Sisters!
Did you just suddenly change personality?
I already told you! I'm fickle beyond hope! I even get tired of my own personality!
If you're twin sisters, then why are your last names different?
That question again. I get it all the damn time. I don't care if it's your first offense. I've had to answer that same question to the point of despair. Anyway, it's cliche as fuck. So come up with something yourself and we'll roll with that.
But if you're twin sisters, then that means you killed your sister.
There's a huge reason for that. Deeper in the ocean. Psych! I'm just shitting ya.
Very well. Allow me to explain. For this project, I required someone to pull the strings behind the scenes in the academic coliseum. Someone to operate Monokuma and keep watch over all of you. In a word, a puppet master. However, according to my calculations, Mukuro Ikusaba was incapable of serving that role. She was, after all, a pitiful sister. The kind of incomparably pitiful sister who would go off on her own and enlist in a mercenary group. For that reason, I took the behind-the-scenes role and elected to leave her out in the open as a student. Keeping her with me behind the curtain was an option, but she wouldn't have been of any help there. Besides, 15 participants is a nice round number. But then there was the dilemma of Mukuro Ikusaba's title, the super duper high school mercenary. It is, in a word, 3H. Hopelessly foul, hopelessly disgusting, and hopelessly repulsive. To know that she was far removed from the needs of society required no calculation on my part. On the other hand, it would have been a shame to let the beauty of my supermodel title go to waste.
So that's why you switched places?
However, she resembled me even less than I had calculated. Despairingly so. She was no better than a filler character. Girl A, so to speak. Coupled with her underwhelming appearance, many predicted she would be one of the first murdered. So I killed her. I wanted to satisfy everyone's expectations.
Don't tell me. That's the only reason.
Naturally, that's not the only reason. There was also the more prevalent fact that I'd gotten tired of her.
You know, I never once had things go according to plan. It's like, by planning things out, I know what's gonna happen, so I start getting bored. So, I had to change apart and use Mukuro as a warning shot to the rest of you.
Mukuro Ikusaba's death was essentially caused by your betrayal. I thought that might have been the case. When you killed Mukuro Ikusaba, it was obvious she wasn't expecting it.
See, you noticed? Yep. Mukuro could never put on a show that believable. But don't you think she made a great example because of it?
How can you be so carefree? You killed your own sister. How can you talk about it like it was nothing?
What? You're mad that I killed Mukuro? Misunderstandings are so scary. We're super duper high school despair, you know, so we have no hope when it comes to our lives. We despaired of the world the moment we came into it, thinking, oh no, I should never have been born. The tears I cried when I was born were tears of despair. So for us, death and murder and all that is no big deal. That's what kind of people we are, and that's why we can do anything. Since we're constantly in despair, we can go all out loud and not be afraid of death!
You mean you didn't feel anything when you killed your sister?
You don't really believe that, do you? She's my twin sister. Of course I'm sad. If I wasn't, it wouldn't be so arousing. Do you know how it feels to murder your own beloved sister? It's despair. So much dismal despair. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian despair. Not quite there yet. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian, dreadful, depressive, dismayed, desolate, downcast despair. It's orgasmic.
What are you on about, dude?
I believe Mukuro despaired in her final moments. I mean, to be killed by your own little sister as nothing more than an example. She had to have died in the dregs of despair. I'm jealous of her. Dreadfully jealous.
I never expected you to be normal, but this is perverse.
She's the worst kind of deviant, with an extreme fetish for despair that encompasses even her own.
Genocider's missing a few marbles too, but this is some Oedipus shit here, dude.
Excuse me. Would you please not lump me together with a homicidal maniac only capable of killing weaklings? I'm hopelessly beautiful and perfectly proportioned, hopelessly brilliant, and I'm hopelessly athletic. I'm a despairingly perfect superhuman.
No, with just that, you're a far cry from perfect.
Exactly. My white knight is even more perfect. On top of that, he also has a noble bloodline.
Don't you mean a formally noble bloodline?
What was that? Explain yourself.
Ew, boo boo! You still haven't caught on? Man, you guys are seriously dim. And yet here you are, cheering and dancing, when there are still mysteries left to be solved.
Are you talking about our memories?
So you solved the mystery. I'm the culprit. So what? Could I get you to hold off on the victory party until you solve the whole memories thing?
Of course. We have every intention of it. We'll solve every last mystery. And take you down with them.
Ew, boo boo. I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, dude, then I'll get right to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
There were the group photos, and then the interviews, which means... I've got it! You stole our memories of our entrance exam!
Not cool, dude! At least give us a hint!
You guys have sponges for brains. I already gave you a hint. The memories I stole have to do with a certain something.
Now that she mentions it, Monokuma did mention something like that. Something about the memories we had stolen, and a certain something connected to them.
The answer is wrong. Try again, dumbass.
That's it! The incentives you gave to start the killings have some connection to our memories, don't they?
So you do remember. Well, you wouldn't forget something that important anyway. It was a silly question and rude of me to have asked. I extend onto you my humblest apologies. Now, if you would allow me to ask yet another question. Were you aware that there was a specific theme in each of the incentives I gave?
A theme?
Yes, indeed there was. And I would like to extend this question as a quiz to you all. What was the theme for the first incentive? The one I gave before Mizono's murder.
What was the theme of Monokuma's first incentive? Monokuma gave each of us a DVD. On the one I got, there was a video of my family. And the DVD Mizono received had a video of her friend she shared her dream with. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's first incentive was interpersonal relationships.
Ding dong, ding dong. You're absolutely correct. The DVDs I handed out contained videos of everyone's precious interpersonal relationships being laid to waste. Your families. Your friends. By destroying these people and showing you the aftermath, I fanned the flames of your desire to escape in an attempt to incite a murder. Even so, you guys can be cruel.
You're one to talk. It was you who did it!
Yes, of course, and I accept full responsibility.
Okay, time for the next question. Well, what do you think the theme of the second incentive was when Iwata was the villain?
What was the theme of Monokuma's second incentive? Monokuma gave each of us a peculiar note. Mine contained the secret of how long I let the bed. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's second incentive was... Our past. Our past, right?
Yayifications! You're right again, Naegi. Yep. The theme for that incentive was... your shameful memories and your deepest, darkest secrets! Iwata committed his murder because he didn't want his secret to be spilled.
What's your damn point? How long are you going to keep this up?
Come on, don't be a party pooper. Here's your next question. Who can tell me what the theme of the third incentive was? Anyone? Anyone?
What was the theme of Monokuma's third incentive? Celeste committed her murder so she could buy a castle in Europe and surround herself with the most gorgeous men in the world. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's third incentive was... greed. Money. In other words, greed.
Destroy worlds! You fucking got it! Yeah, it was the money. Money's the reason Celeste offed Yamada and Ishimaru. Money was the incentive, and greed was the motive for the third murder.
Just what are you getting at? Why are you asking us these questions?
Chill out, this is the last one. You know what the theme for the fourth sort of fucked up murders incentive was?
What was the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive? Ogami took her own life, and the trigger for that was Monokuma revealing something she had done. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive was... betrayal. Betrayal, right?
Yes, that's right. Ogami killed herself because I revealed her betrayal. That makes 4 out of 4. I'm ecstatic.
What's your point? What was the meaning behind all those questions?
Interpersonal relationships and memories, greed and betrayal. Pretty standard motives, right? Cliched even among cliches. You could say they've been done to death.
However, those 4 are obviously not the only motives that exist in the world. There are as many motives for murder in the world as there are people to act on them. And these motives drive people to kill each other, bringing despair upon the world. I refer to them as the seeds of despair.
The seeds of despair?
Just as living things need food, water, and air to grow, so too do seeds of despair require sustenance. Yes, hope. Despair thrives because it has hope. Like the 2 sides of a coin, hope and despair are polar opposites, yet lie in...
How long are you going to continue this insipid sermon? What the hell happened to talking about our memories? Are you trying to avoid the topic?
I object to that. I'm not avoiding the subject of your memories. I am, in fact, discussing it now. To put it simply, these seeds of despair are very closely connected to your memories.
In what way are they connected?
By stealing your memories, I gave each of you hope. I gave you hope so you could be consumed by despair.
How does having our memories stolen translate into being given hope?
I don't know what you think you gave us, but it sure wasn't hope.
Are you sure? Did the thought, I want to get out of here, never cross your mind? The very fact that you had this thought means that you indeed had hope.
What are you talking about?
If you didn't want out of here, the killing would never have started. That's why I stole your memories, to encourage your I want to get out of here thoughts.
So you're saying we want to escape because we had our memories stolen?
Ooh, boo, boo. Bingo.
Turning it around, you're saying that if we had our memories, we wouldn't want to leave?
What the heck? Why wouldn't we want out if we had our memories?
Ooh, boo, boo. You're confused, so very confused. But nowhere near enough. I need you to be even more confused, to fall even deeper into despair. I mean, your hope has done such a good job of growing your despair this much already, so why stop there? And on that note, I'm gonna give you a hint so big, I might as well be wrapping a belt around my neck.
Whoa! Really?
Hurry up and say it.
As they say, seeing is believing. So I'm gonna give you guys a look at the outside world.
The outside world? You mean outside the academy walls?
Something happened out there, didn't it?
You wanna know, don't ya? You wanna see, don't ya? Boo, boo, boo. I also want to see your faces as they sink into despair. And now, our feature presentation. This is the outside world. The world beyond the Academy's walls. This is the place you've been going on and on about wanting to return to, looks like.
So there you have it. Things are bad. The world's in trouble.
What in the fresh heck, dude? That doesn't make any sense!
What is this?
This is a movie or something, right?
You should all know the meaning behind the images on these screens.
We should know? What exactly should we know? How could we know anything about those ridiculous images?
That knowledge is in the memories you had stolen from me. If you can't remember, then please try your best to remember.
Have a little faith in your own brain. Whether you live or die is in the hands of that gray matter. I can't remember, ain't gonna fly here. 'Cause this is Class Trial. Come on, hurry the fuck up and remember. What happens in the outside world?
What do you expect us to remember by looking at those nonsensical images? That doesn't help at all!
What were those images? Is this another one of your damn pranks?
First off, you're telling us to remember. But what should we remember?
No one can remember anything.
No, there is someone! I wonder, maybe she remembers.
She who?
The other Fukawa. Genocider Shou!
Huh?
The two of you share the same knowledge, but you don't share the same memory, right?
I see what you're saying. If their memories aren't shared, then it's possible one personality could remember something even if the other one forgot it.
How about it, Kawa?
You want me to switch with her? No, absolutely not. You're asking me to destroy my identity.
Fukawa, you're our only hope.
Dun 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 dun! It's me, your friendly neighborhood homicidal maniac.
Well, that was easy.
Her identity went down without much of a fight.
Answer my questions and only my questions, and give me a straight answer. Do those images ring a bell to you at all?
Yes. What images?
The images being shown on those monitors.
Who are you?
I'm the puppet master.
Nice to meet ya.
It's my pleasure.
Just look at the screen already!
Roger that, Captain.
So, do you recognize anything?
If I had to decide, of course, I've seen these before.
You remember?
I sure do.
So you didn't lose your memories.
Then why didn't you say anything?
I only speak when spoken to. Look at me, I'm the quiet type.
Holy crap, that is so not convincing.
Bullshit. Never mind that. If you remember, then answer me. What the hell is that?
What's the matter, my white knight? Have you forgotten about the disaster?
Disaster?
Oh man, you really did forget it. Maybe my kiss will help you remember.
Quit playing around and answer me. What happened outside?
You could say it's something that happened, or you could say it's something that is happening. But anyway, that's mankind's most despairingly maleficent, monstrous malefaction.
Huh?
Why would that phrase come up now?
'Cause that's what's caused all this.
Oh, what?
That's the reason the world turned out like this.
Like this?
Don't you mean it's the reason the world ended like this?
Ended?
Give me details. Tell me everything you know.
Roger that, darling. Ahem. Mankind's most despairingly maleficent and monstrous malefaction occurred 1 year ago. The malefaction was enough to send chills down even this homicidal maniac's spine. It transcended the realm of the simple man-made catastrophe and entered the realm of natural disaster. It was undoubtedly mankind's most despairingly maleficent and monstrous malefaction. As a result, in the blink of an eye, the world turned out like that. The end.
The end? Hold on! You didn't give us any details!
I don't know any specifics either. Little Miss Gloomy is the one who experienced it in real time. You'd be better off asking her.
We asked you precisely because she couldn't tell us.
This is tragic. I can't meet my white knight's expectations. Oh, this is such a tragedy.
Come on, you're fighting like a married couple. Enough already. Anyway, the issue right now isn't what happened. It's not the journey, but the destination. Everything coalesces into the outcome. In short, the world ended. That's all that matters.
Like hell it ended, dude! It's the frickin' world!
Relax, there's nothing to freak out about. 100 years from now, everyone will be dead anyway, so the end of the world is hardly a big deal.
This is absurd. Preposterous.
Then, while we're talking crazy, let me tell you something else preposterous. It's about the light at the end of your tunnel. The Togami group.
What was that?
Just as I expected, that got your attention. I have your attention like a cake buffet has the attention of an exhausted secretary.
So, what do you think? What do you think happened to the Togami family?
Let's go project!